Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
I'm Jerry.
And I'm Linda.
We're the Newcomers, coming to you from the Villages, Florida. Have you heard of it? We're about an hour north of Orlando.
And about an hour and a half from each side of the coast.
Yeah, the Atlantic and the Gulf of America, about an hour and a half. I'll never get used to saying that. And today we have a really, really good show for you. A lot of interesting clips, and we're glad you joined us today. On today's show, how many single people live in the villages?
Do we treat our yards for insects?
A big garage or a big lanai?
And his wife is breaking the bank.
All that and lots more. Hit it, Wally.
Send us your questions, we've got your answers. Jerry and Linda's Mailbag Monday.
What did we do this week that was fun?
We had our grandchildren here and our daughter-in-law from Jacksonville, and we had a ball.
We did have a good time. They were in such a good mood,
Yeah.
and it was just a joy from start to finish.
It was great.
They're gone now. The house seems quiet. In fact, Linda just found
I found a sock, a little baby sock, and
little
I'm just
baby
going,
sock.
oh.
Yeah.
So anyway, we also went to the library.
Well, before you get that, I want to tell them about we happened to find a snake, and if you follow us on Facebook, you saw the clip I put on there already. And by the way, if you don't, follow us on Facebook, and you'll see lots of little things that we can't or don't show you here. And she found a snake, and it happened to be a yellow rat snake, which is not common, and it's just the best of all snakes. I know what you're saying.
Best of all snakes. I think that's an oxymoron.
And I shared that with the granddaughter, and she had a wonderful time. And I'm just teaching her, and don't worry, I'm teaching her not to pick up snakes.
Right.
That let Daddy and Mommy let her know which ones are good or bad. But
Yeah.
it was fun, and she now has a respect for it.
I guess she does. You know, she wasn't really terrified. She was holding it, and you know, its head was out here, and it was just going, just like those fake snakes. And she wasn't terrified.
No.
I was a little bit skittish. I was in the back. I respect them a whole lot.
And then you went to the library, you said.
We did. We took a little trip to the library up there on Pinellas. Jerry didn't go. You know, he used to go to the library.
Oh, I love the library.
Oh, my
I just
gosh.
don't want to go there with kids.
It was story hour.
Well, you were playing all kinds of kiddie stuff.
We did. The story hour, the librarian or whoever is in charge in the children's section did stories. And then we even had bean bags and dancing and little shaker eggs with rattles, you know, and dancing to music. And they had Lego tables and all kinds of neat stuff for the children. And even a parachute where they lifted the parachute up and the parents held the outside and the kids got underneath. And giggles, giggles, giggles. It was fun. It was fun.
So there are things to do with your grandchildren when they visit. And
Yeah.
Linda finds them, and there's plenty of other things to do too, but
Yeah.
that was one they did.
Yeah.
Did you see the list of hurricanes for this year? They've named them already.
Oh dear.
They gave them names.
Already.
And one of them is named Hurricane Jerry.
Whoa, that's going to be a terror.
Yeah, I was so happy to see that. I'll get some airtime.
You're going to get airtime. You're going to be hearing your name. I hope not too much.
Thanks to all of you that joined us on Wednesday Night Live last week. We had the usual riddles and prize winners, and it was a lot of fun. That was one of my favorite shows.
It was a lot of fun. And I got to tell you, the phone we use is a phone that we turn on just for the channel, for the live Wednesday night show. Then we turn it off. Well, so we thought, because about an hour and a half into our sleep, probably 11:30, maybe even later, the phone rings. And it's someone trying to answer the riddle. And I'm just going, oh my gosh, where are you? And he was out in the West Coast, which was behind us, right? So he was up having a merry time, but he forgot he was watching on replay.
We always turn that phone off. We don't answer any voicemails or anything. It's strictly for the show.
Strictly for that
and
show.
It was on, and it rang, and I looked at Lynn, and I said, well, we can make somebody happy if we answer this. So we answered it, and it was good. It was very nice talking to him.
Talking
Yeah.
to a stranger.
So
Hello.
thank you for watching our Wednesday night shows. We have a lot of fun with that. And it's time, once again, for our viewer video. Take it away.
Hi, Jerry and Linda. This is Julie.
Hi.
And I'm Kevin. And we are recording this from the Bay Area.
California.
California, outside San Francisco. and we are considering a move to the Villages.
Yes.
Our question is, we have 3 dogs, and we want to find a home in the Villages that will allow 3 dogs, one with a fence in the back. I think that's maybe the villas and the verandas only. We're curious, we're looking for something probably at least 2,000 square feet or larger.
Right.
So
That doesn't back up to a swamp or
Yeah.
water. No crocodiles, alligators.
So thank you for answering our question. We love your show. We watch it every week. Thank you for what you do.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow. You know, we don't know as much about the newest homes as we do about the homes that are, 5, 10, 15 years old. But they do make veranda homes, which have a fence.
Yeah.
So you have 3 dogs. First of all, why do you have 3 dogs?
Oh,
We love dogs. I love dogs, but 3 dogs? That's a lot of poop scooping. You'll be doing the poop scoop boogie.
and buying those bags.
Yeah. But I mean, actually, and each district could be different, but the basic rule is 2 pets per household. If you have a 3rd dog, a 3rd cat, whatever, you can move here. But the word is that when they pass away, they ask you not to replace them because they don't want more than 2 pets per household. I don't know. We don't make the rules. And frankly, we've never seen a pet police come around to enforce that. But a veranda home. And you'd be surprised how big some of these courtyard villas are.
Yeah.
They have a fence as well. And you could keep Fido out there. But I've spoken about this before. Go ahead.
I want to add to that. You don't keep them out there. You'll take them out and stay with the dog and come back. If you keep your dog in your backyard, it's going to bark. And that could be a problem. So I don't think I would keep the dog out there an overly amount of time.
Yeah, please be courteous of your neighbors, but it's your dog.
Yeah.
It's your house.
And your yard.
You can do as you please. But I was going to tell you that I didn't believe this, but I saw some videos that contradicted what I said. I thought in a courtyard villa, you'd be safe from coyotes. And I've seen videos, Google this, or YouTube it, coyotes jumping walls and fences. Oh my goodness. They can jump 7 or 8 feet high and get on top of that wall and jump over on the other side. So, little Fido is not going to be safe in your backyard if you decide to go shopping or to yoga or whatever and leave him out in the backyard. And if you have a little bitty Yorkie, those eagles, they fly around all day just looking for food. And a Yorkie, I think an eagle could carry a Yorkie away. Yeah. So I'd look first at veranda homes. I'd look second at courtyard villas, and you can get 2,000 square foot home in either one if you find the right one. So hope that answered your question. By the way, you have 3 dogs. Send us a pet of the week video.
Absolutely.
We can always use those.
That's right. Well, our next question is from Mike and DeLuna. Since we moved to the Villages, my wife consistently wants to upgrade our home. If our neighbors get something new, she wants it. She goes to the model homes, and then we have to add something new for our home. I'm running out of money. What can I do?
Mike, I feel your pain. Just 2 days ago, what happened?
We were on a golf cart ride in another neighborhood, which I love. Now, I love this neighborhood. I love living here. But there's another neighborhood that I kind of covet. And I'm telling you what, we were driving through, and there was a for sale sign and open house flags in the front yard. And I said, oh, stop. So he let me out. He goes, you can go look at it. So we can, not that we're going to move or anything, but I'd love to go look and see what they're doing inside, what the new trend is, or what they look like. And of course, it always shames me because I know when I come back out of there, I'm going, oh, I got to clean up my house or throw away half my stuff, or I'm going to change this or change that. And they had a big lanai.
We love this house. People
do.
come in here and they go, oh my, this is beautiful. And she came back from that one going, oh, Jerry, you should see it. It's just so gorgeous. And their lanai this and their house this. I get it. I mean, there's always something that's gonna look better. I mean, that's the way we got our floor. We saw houses with floors we love. Boom, we got a new floor.
Yeah.
Countertop. Boom. So, Mike, it's a thing you're gonna have to adapt to. Happy wife, happy life. You know the drill, and it's worth every penny to see this smile every day. Sterling from Virginia Beach writes, When you're looking for a house, which would you rank more important? A nice garage for cars and golf cart, or a big Florida room? Well, Sterling, down here, we call those Florida rooms lanais, and that's what we have with lanai. I guess a true Florida room would be all windows and let in that nice sunlight. You could grow plants and that sort of thing. Definitely a wonderful thing to have.
Yeah.
The garage. If we were shopping for a home, both of those would be deal breakers. If we didn't have a nice garage, at least enough for 2 cars and a golf cart,
Yeah.
we probably wouldn't have looked for it.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have bought it. But on the other hand, if you come in the house and you love the house, but there's no lanai, or it's tiny, or it's just right up against another house, deal breaker. So I don't know that one is more important than the other. I will say that it's nice to have some room in your garage every time you come home, and you don't have to worry about bumping the golf cart that you've squeezed in there. You know, that's the way it was on our lifestyle visit. The house had a 1.5 car garage, and you had to hold your breath every time you brought that car in there.
Yeah, I see that a garage is more important to a man, I think, because of all their things they like to doodle with. And a lady, I think, likes more the lanai, another living place to go to, a separate place beside just the living rooms.
250 square feet of livable area because we have it air conditioned. We have it all glassed in. The grandkids love it. We can put them out there and we shut these sliders. We don't hardly hear them at all.
No.
We can put them out there. We put a TV. So I would say save your money and get both of those things if you can. You know.
There you go.
But you got to judge your own needs and go from there.
This next question is from Jennifer in Boca Raton, Florida. Could you please guesstimate the number of single people there? Much of the time in your videos, I see lots of couples. I just don't want to be like a third wheel. Well,
Jennifer, nobody wants to be a third wheel.
That's true. And we guesstimate, I don't know. I don't think it's...
That's why it's called a guess.
You're not supposed
to know.
It's not half and half for sure. I think there's lots more married couples, I do. But there are also a lot of singles, a lot of widows, a lot of widowers. It's,
And a lot of people living in sin. That's what they call it, right?
I'm just going to giggle.
I would guess 70% married couples, maybe 65. Because there are a lot of women on their own here. You know from playing cards with these gals.
Yes.
There are a lot of folks. I mean, right over here on Pickering, I know of a couple.
Yeah.
And there's one right across the street here.
There's lots of singles
you know?
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, right next door.
Yeah, and there are a lot of single clubs and a lot of things to do as a single. So definitely come and do a lifestyle visit and see for yourself how you feel.
And if you are a married couple, you know, invite your singletons along. You know, if you have a friend, and they're fun to have around, and take them with you when you go places.
Yeah.
Gary C. writes, with 60,000 homes at $200 a month in HOA fees, that's $12 million a month. Can you do a video on the awesome exercise facilities? I mean, there must be multiple well-equipped facilities for the residents to work out in the comfort of air conditioning, blah, blah, blah. I think Gary already knows. This is probably a sore spot for him, and he's highlighting the fact that there are no exercise rooms in the villages that are part of the amenity fee.
Right.
But there are in all the regional rec centers, right? Or pretty much all of them.
Yes.
They'll have a beautiful room full of exercise machines, but you have to pay a membership fee.
Right.
So it's there. His point was they take in $12 million a month. Well, that sounds like a lot of money, and it is a lot of money. But if you're here and you spend a lot of time here, and you see the number of sprinklers that they have to keep up, it's amazing. I mean, there are millions of sprinklers, and they all have to work, or you're wasting water. And we see crews out all the time doing that. There are people trimming shrubs and pruning trees, and you've got the staffs at all the rec centers, and you've got the upkeep on golf courses, and there are I don't even know how they do it. I mean, it is a monumental task to keep this place running, getting bigger all the time. They've got it down to a system. I would say that those HOA fees are pretty well spent, and we don't call them HOA fees. We call them amenity fees. We don't have homeowners associations here. But anyway, I get you, and I thought they would have an exercise room when I moved here. Not that I would use it. I mean,
Yeah, it was a little disappointing because, on those rainy days or those super hot days in July and August, you really don't want to be out walking and sweating tons. You would like to go inside a rec center or a gym. And they do have gyms around. There is a gym down in Brownwood, and there's Planet Fitness outside of the villages. There's all kinds of gyms that are outside.
we're
of the
members at
villages.
Genesis. And what that used to be called?
I forgot.
I forgot too. We're getting old. Forgetting is part of the deal. But we're members down there, but we don't go as much as we should, which, like twice a year. But you get that through Silver Sneakers and through some other part of Medicare, and they honor it down there. So check that out if you really want to go. But I don't think you really want to. I think you just wanted to kind of,
Yeah.
and I get it because
We get it.
I do that every once in a while
Yeah,
too.
we get it. It's time for bubble wrap.
Ordinarily, it would be time for bubble wrap.
Yeah.
You forgot, didn't you?
No, I just thought I'd say that.
Okay, so you didn't forget.
I didn't
that
forget.
Peter's been out
I
of
did,
town. He's
and
been
I
out.
put the word no in a sad face.
He's been out in California, and he does not have a bubble wrap this week. I told him, relax. You can't have a bubble wrap every week. That's too much work
Yes,
for a
too
retired
much,
man.
Too much.
But he does a fabulous job, and he will have a new bubble wrap for you real soon. But we do have Ask Amy.
Right.
Hey, I just wanted to take a minute and say thank you. Thank you to all for sending in your questions. Audra and I love answering questions. We love what we do. We hope that we're providing a lot of educational information. And we love Jerry and Linda. Now, Jerry is trying to help us improve on our YouTube skills. So bear with us. We are attorneys, not YouTubers. We will continue trying to improve on how we present the information as well as the sound and the videos. So we know that we're trying to be a little better, and because we don't do this for a living on a daily basis. But we just want to say thank you. We know that Jerry and Linda have amazing followers, and we are privileged to be on the show, as well as seeing a lot of y'all coming into the office. So thank you so much, and we hope you're enjoying the villages. Bye.
Amy, that is so nice of you to say.
Yeah.
Amy and Audra come on here and give legal advice, and it's much appreciated. And folks, if you have questions, send them in and we'll forward them over to them. Thanks for the kind words, and you do a wonderful job. Do you want this one?
I do. It's now time for Pet of the Week.
Peachy. She's a toy Australian Shepherd. She's 7 years old, and she lives here with us and kissed me. So we're gonna, not yet, Chi, show you some tricks. Twirl. Twirl. Sit. Get paw. Good girl. Lay down. Good girl. Okay, and now I'm gonna have to ask you to take my sock off, because I can't lean over to take my sock off. So take my sock off. Good girl. Now where's your bully? I want you to catch the bully.
Oh, that little Chi-Chi was cute. An Australian Shepherd. Well, it's like a toy Australian Shepherd. A little one. They are so smart.
Super smart dogs.
Those dogs are smart. Gizmo, we think he was smart. He was a lover.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he wouldn't catch anything. He wouldn't fetch anything. He was spoiled.
He would get a ball one time. You'd throw it and he'd get it.
Oh, yeah, he'd go
And
get it, but then he'd go off the other direction with it.
Thank you for the ball.
Yeah.
And he won't bring it back.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the pet of the week. Remember, send them in. 1 minute or so. Get down on the level of the pet. Film that video. I know it's not film, it's video. You record it and send it in to us, and hopefully we'll feature yours. I'm sorry that one took so long to get on, but I misplaced the file.
Oopsie.
But you got it on now, and what a cutie. Jamie Blum writes in, we were wondering, do you see many handicapped and wheelchair accessible golf carts in the villages? I'm disabled, but don't want to miss out on the golf cart lifestyle. Well, I have not, but my good buddy Mike Shore sent this to us. Look at this picture. Now there's a deluxe big old golf cart equipped to carry a wheelchair. And I haven't seen much of that, but it's doable because you see it right there.
Yeah.
And I don't know, you could probably get one built or adapted and fit right in and go for it. That's what I say.
This next question's from Carrie from Orting, Washington. My husband and I will be moving there once we retire. Do you have the pest man come and spray for insects such as ants and spiders? We love watching you two. Oh yes, we have them come for ants and bugs outside, and once a year they come inside and do a inside through the plugs and around the baseboards and whatever. So yes, they come once inside, and then it's every 6 months. Do you remember?
They come every month outside, and they'll
Outside.
come inside once a year, and they'll come in more if you need them.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
we've had them in for these little bitty ants and a little bitty bug we couldn't identify.
Yeah.
But it's not been a problem. I mean, the companies put out these pesticides around the perimeter of your home, and
Yeah.
not been a problem at all.
And you know what? We haven't seen spiders. I knock on wood. Oh my goodness, I haven't hardly seen a spider since we've been in Florida.
I'll tell you what does disturb me. These mud daubers that build these mud nests on your lanai, or not on your lanai, on your front porch, on our front porch anyway.
The stucco wall.
There's a new one out there over our front door.
Oh boy.
And they're messy. You know, you try to get them off, and you know, just
They almost turn into
it's just
concrete.
a hassle.
You
We
can't
don't
get it
actually
off.
see the mud daubers. I don't think they stay there long, but
Yeah.
they create a mess.
Yeah,
So.
but we do have pest companies that come.
Costs us $600 a year. We pay one time annually. And of course, that comes out to $50 a month. And then you're free of bugs. Judy P. writes, why are there combination locks on the AEDs in the villages and no one knows the combination? Well, some of you know that live here, but if you don't, there are posts in cul-de-sacs and scattered all around lots and lots of the neighborhoods with machines in there to restart someone's heart if it stops beating. They're called AEDs, automated external defibrillators. And teams within the neighborhoods train to be able to use that. When I was a member, we were trained and we had a key that would go and unlock and you get it out. Well, our neighborhood in February switched over to something called Pulse Point, which is an app on your phone. And you get notified on that app. Your phone will notify you when someone has an emergency. And you can go get your machine. But with Pulse Point, if you're in somebody else's neighborhood and they have an emergency, you get notified as well, and it will tell you where that machine is, and you can go get it. And it's not locked, so it's universal. Anybody can use it. Theft has not been a problem with that. Before, only the people in our neighborhood were notified. We'd get the call, we'd run out and jump in our golf cart, run over, get the machine, report to the address, and then hopefully help somebody.
This is an AED box you'll find in some neighborhoods. Many times they're in cul-de-sacs. Sometimes they're right by certain people's houses. So when you see this box, you'll know that's a very important piece of equipment for people to be, if you're in need of a defibrillator, this is where you're gonna find it. And today, all you have to do is just pull it out and then it is set to go. And it has the name where it's supposed to be located. It says where our neighborhood is. So then you put it right back in, and there you go. There's no lock on our neighborhood. No combination is needed. If you're trained in this, you'll have a phone, and it will tell you where to go, and off you go and take your equipment to the house where you need to go. So it's a wonderful program. I hope all neighborhoods have that here in the villages.
That's why there's no key, because it's open to all. Everybody that has Pulse Point. You could technically be on vacation in California and get a notification, and it would tell you where their thing was. It looks like a more universal way to save lives.
And that person knows the combination to open it up.
There is no combination.
Oh, because she said there was a combination.
Well, there are on the old ones. Those are still on
I see.
what we call Ready Alert. That was the Ready Alert system back then when I was a member.
That's right.
Some of the neighborhoods are still on that, and they will have the combination locks, or in my case, I had a key lock on ours. So I hope that's clear. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's a way to make things easier to save lives.
It's time for word jumble.
Well, last week the clue was it might be your last wish. The answer was do not resuscitate. It's kind of a morbid wish, but I mean, hey, I have a living will. And like Audra told us from Amy Pittman, you know, it's different. Do not resuscitate, DNR, is different from a living will. But it's something to think about if you haven't thought about it. Today's clue, specializing in useful tips. Specializing in useful tips. I hope you got that. If you did, don't put the answer in the comment section because that'll spoil it for other people wanting to have the fun. This is a real easy one. This one you could kind of say, are you smarter than a 5th grader on this one?
Yeah.
Or 4th grader.
It's time for Out and About.
Hi, Jerry and Linda. This is Chrissy and Rob and Roxy and Paul. We are bringing you an Out and About from Ichiban in Leesburg. It is an all-you-can-eat buffet. It is $13.99 per person for lunch and $16.99 per person for dinner after 3:30. The benefit of going for dinner and waiting till after 3:30 is there is more sushi options. You get nigiri and you also get crab and shrimp as part of the Mongolian grill. So those are our favorites. So we definitely wait till after 3:30 for that. You can see there's so many different choices of things to eat. There's a salad bar, a fruit bar, a dessert bar. There's vegetables, there's soups. It'd be really hard to not find something that you like there. The Mongolian grill and the sushi is our favorite, but we always like to try new things as well. We brought the grandkids here when they were visiting this summer, and they liked it so much they wanted to go back again before they left. So it's one of our favorites. So see you when you get here.
Those are some of our best friends. That is Rob and Chrissy, and they were out to dinner with Roxy and Paul, 2 other
Dear friends.
great friends. Love them all. And they went to that restaurant that I love. It's a long drive from here. It's probably 20 or 25 minutes. It's out by the Lake Square Mall in Leesburg. But boy, they got that General So out there. He's out there every time I go. In fact, I have gone out there before to buy a carry-out of General So because you can carry out all you can cram in one of those boxes. So I do that once in a while. And they have those donuts with sugar on them. Oh, that's all I get. General So, white rice, and the donuts. What do you like out there?
I like everything, pretty much. Maybe not the crawdads. I tried them one time and did not like the crawdads. But I do like all of it. I really like egg rolls too. And I love soy sauce because it's salty. I like it.
I will eat an egg roll.
I like it.
I will eat an egg roll.
I like it
But
a
that's
lot.
about it. But anyway, Ichiban, really a good place. Thank you for sending that out and about.
that was
And
fun.
remember, all you folks out there, you can do that too. But Chrissy, you did a super job. Thank you.
It's time for entertainment. As always, the Villages is full of entertainment. Whether you go to the squares or you go to the Savannah Center, the Sharon, or the Tracy, and even the Studio Theater, you're going to find all kinds of top-notch plays and musical acts. This week, coming up on Savannah Center on March 12th through the 14th, they're going to play Hello, Dolly. And then March 15th is Revisiting Credence. Go for it, Jerry. And on March the 18th through the 20th is Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. That'll be a great one for Easter time. And then at the Tracy, which is getting some fabulous acts coming up, March 11th is going to be Jefferson Starship. And on the 12th, Howie Mandel. He is so fun. And then on the 13th, Cheap Trick. And then if you're going to head up to the Sharon up in Spanish Springs, you're on March 12th, you're going to see the Peking Acrobats.
I might go see that.
That would be fun to see, I think. And on the 13th, Heather Land. And then on the 14th, William Lee Martin. And on the 15th, Jazz at Lincoln Center. Now, they're also getting ready to sell tickets. They're on sale right now for the Studio Theater. And they're going to be putting on a play on April 1st through the 26th. And it is called, Qualia, I think, or Qualia. And this is an interesting play. I'm not sure how this is good, if I would love it, but it might be very interesting. It's a post-nuclear play. It's a radioactive love story. Interesting. Anyway, so get yourself a ticket and go enjoy the arts.
Let's have some sweet and salty. Let's start with the sweet.
This sweet comment is from R.L. and Amy Lemke of Belvedere. Your videos have allowed us to feel like we have been part of the villages during these many months of preparation. Maybe we could even admit that we feel like friends, though we have never met yet.
Oh, thank you, R.L. and Amy. That's nice.
Yeah, I have people come up to me and tell me that oh, you feel like a friend, like we've known each other forever.
No, she's always has people say, "How's your eye?"
Yeah, I know.
And me on my leg. Remember when I was in the
How's
hospital?
Jerry doing?
How's my leg? How's your leg?
We tell too much, don't we?
Well,
that's just the way it is.
Let's go over to the salty comment.
Okay.
This is from Jim Bruni.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jim, how are you? Jim says, put this show in a large sinkhole.
Well.
I don't know. You know, we work hard on this show, and Jim hates it so much he'd like to see us go down a sinkhole.
Boo.
And now it's time for Jerry and Linda's Shoutouts.
Every one of you in our book, except for Jim Bruni, is a gem. You know, you are such good people and sweet to all the nice things you say to us. And when we meet you, we love it. We have made so many great friends, and we just absolutely think that you make this a better place for us. Yeah. And it's one of the best things about it is knowing you guys.
Yeah.
Do you feel the same way?
I feel the same way. You know, we feel like we got a million friends, and we just enjoy it so much because this place is a friendly place.
Yeah.
There's nothing better.
Well, listen, please email those pictures, just, you know, like these folks have let us put them on, and we'll put you on. And when we meet people, I often say, hey, email us a picture, and we'll get you on. And you do that by sending it to villagesnewcomers@gmail.com, and we'll include you in one of our Mailbag Mondays. I'll even put those vertical pictures if you don't do it landscape. I don't want to penalize anybody. I just want to be able to do you justice. Yeah, that's right. That's going to do it for this week's edition of
Mailbag Monday.
Thank you, Wally. Now remember to tune in Wednesday night. We'll have another live show for you. You can call in and maybe win yourself a prize.
But don't call in after we've hung up the phone.
Yeah, don't call in at 3 o'clock in the morning, please.
If you liked our video today, please press that like and subscribe button and share it with all your friends, neighbors, relatives, and everybody you know. Until next time.
See you when you get here. I forgot to. I'm going to write that down.
Automated electronic. Was there something else we were going to slide in? Oh, there it is. Are we going to do that now?
Yeah.
Not going to do that.
I don't know. Let's do it now. They can still hear us when we whisper because we have microphones.
Okay.
Did you know that?
My nose itches.
We got the volume up.
Test 1, 2. Good.
Test 1, 2.
Camera's on the right.
Yep.
Where's the villages?
In the center of the state.
What state?
Florida. Sorry.
We're about 60 miles north of Orlando.
That's right. And probably about, 120 from each coast?
No. Where's your microphone?
I have no clue. It was right here.
Oh, where's your microphone?
Is that it?
No, that's mine.
Oh, my mercy. Time out. What the world? Look in your pocket.
It's not in my pocket. Why would it be in my pocket? I'm a hurricane. I'm a hurricane. Look in your pocket.
I don't have any pockets. Well, I do, but I don't.
Start walking around and talking. I'll tell you when it gets louder.
All right. Hello? Oh, I heard a beep. That was your phone. Hello? Anybody home? Did you come over and check it out? Hello, hello? Did you walk in the bathroom and get a shirt? It was in the closet. And I think I put it someplace high. And
You think I did it?
no, I think I did it. And I put it up to grab this shirt. I'm sorry.
Okay, now I got to turn mine back on.
Now, we gotta check and see if we have to start. This next question is from Jennifer in Boca Raton, Florida. Did I say it right?
I don't know. I mean, I would have said Boca Raton, but I mean, one of our viewers will probably tell us once you start that
Raton?
over. And I mean,
Boca
you're
Raton.
fine either way. I don't know.
Okay. This next question is from Jennifer in Boca Raton. Did I say it wrong again?
Well, I don't know if you
Raton.
said, like I said,
Boca
I don't.
Raton.
I don't know if you said it wrong, but I think it's Boca Raton.
Yeah, maybe so, because tone would be E. Okay. Could you please question, I'll start that again.
We got to have a set position. How do you like to sit? Like that?
Mm-hmm.
Hands together, hands on.
Yeah. Where is this? That's Washington. Okay. What's that say right there?
Yeah, I told you they can hear it when we
What's this say? I can't.
R.L. Limke.
Limke. Okay, I don't have my readers on. I've got my contacts in, but no readers now. I can't see. Okay. All right. Go.
That's going to do it for this week's what?
Edition.
Edition. That's going to do it for this week's edition of